just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curve, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
We got this. Check, 55's the mic. Two. 55's the mic. All day.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Watch the safety creep. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Shit.
What's that?
Take four.
What's that?
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Hey, we're good.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Oh, you got deep?
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Wide, wide.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Push him back.
They'll throw again. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Hey, no, easy.
Mike's 54.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Cousins again. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Through. Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit.
54. Mike 54.
We own them.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
54.
Again, it's Cousins. He's got Smith here.
D. Get off the field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, 1st down.
General West. Leave it. Bring up 48.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's how we ball.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26. Right there. 54. 54.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Let's go,
A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike's 5-4. Switch and A. Here we go, 47. 54 is Mike. Go, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
To throw is Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
300.
Now Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide. Under. Hey, 47. Hey, here we go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54 Mike. There we go, going to 53. Go, get out there. Kill. Gun. I got it. Mike 26.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Elliott. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Check 37.
Get it roll. West. Here we go. 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Oh, here we go. Oh, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Here we go, 46. Mike 54. Check. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Ben Gideon in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Come on now.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Prescott on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Hey!
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Move.
55 to Mike.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Safe. Watch the edge.
Hey, yo.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's coming. We got double up. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. First down, here's Cousins.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Shift. 25, check 25.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Hey.
So we got man.
26.
Now Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Cousins to throw it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Cousins. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins again. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Throwing his Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moment. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.